Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today in this Collectible Wars, we have Battle of the Legendary Godzillas with the SH Monsterarts 2021, the NECA, the Hiya Toys 2021.
Too late, Steve. We're going with NECA.
Right, and then we have the NECA. The closest one I had in my collection is the poster version of the 2019.
You didn't have a NECA 2021, Steve? I'm disappointed.
They didn't make one, spoiler. I could grab the Playmates, but we know. We just know.
Playmates just wins.
Like, I think the problem is it's got a lot of those points where it's like, it's cheaper, it's easier to get a hold of.
Yeah, it just wins.
It's the easiest one to get a hold of now because I guess we can start there in terms of just accessibility. This guy's the easiest one to get a hold of, which is usually the odd thing with the Monsterarts.
I don't understand, like, what happened? Why is he so easy to get hold of? Like, usually they're always sold out, and now it's like he's available.
Oh, they made this one so readily available because there was like, you can pick them up at big Barnes & Noble, Targets have them in, GameStop, most any web toy published retailer, Amazon. He's not hard to get a hold of.
You know what their issue was? They just got sick and tired of people sculpting their prices and them losing money because they'll sell a toy for $50 and then they'll sell for like $500-$600.
Yeah, and it's weird too because like King of the Monsters, they didn't do that with.
Yeah.
Like it didn't have that much of, like, you didn't see their stuff all over the place, but for GvK, freaking everywhere. Maybe it's because of the Playmates?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. So it's because, like, people are already looking for those, so it just, you get it on the shelves, also check out, like, hopefully people will see this and be like, oh, it's more money, but holy crap, does it look good. So, oddly enough, the easiest one to get a hold of, these guys are almost in the same boat, and this guy just came out, is that they're pretty much sold out everywhere. This guy's been discontinued for a bit, so you're kind of stuck with like Facebook groups, eBay, Mercari. You're going to have to find us through third-party sellers. And then Hiya Godzilla is already out, and you're kind of already in that same boat where you're kind of stuck with Mercari, Facebook, third parties, because they're sold out, and everybody's trying to scalp the crap out of them right now.
Yeah, they are.
So I would say he's probably going to be the hardest one to get a hold of.
Yeah, he is. I just looked it up. There's like 5 selling, while Hiya has like 20 selling.
Well, you're gonna, as I say, you just kind of made that point. He's easier to get a hold of. There's only 5 of him on eBay.
Yeah.
The only thing is, you like at local toy shops and like comic book stores and stuff, you probably could still find these. Like I know 2 places around here I can go buy this right now.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That isn't that far for me to drive, like toy resale places. While with him, you're not going to find him.
Yeah.
So, actually, I'd say the Hiya Toys is probably the hardest one to get a hold of, at least now.
For right now, yeah.
So, as of this recording, if it changes, because this definitely had more general release initially, so it's still not that hard to find. Same with price points. NECA's the cheapest one, still. Because you're looking probably like $30-$40 to get a hold of this guy?
Yeah, it was, on eBay, it was $40.
Yeah, so nothing too crazy. We can even go with the original price.
50.
It's 50 when this guy came out. 50,
right
55. Right now, you're looking at 100.
120 was the last one sold I just seen.
So take it or leave it what you get there. And the Monsterarts is still hanging out at about $65. 65.70. So the Hiya is currently is probably going to cost you more to get a hold of.
There's few people they're selling it with like 15% off, so you only pay like $58 for them and like $55 and for the
Oh yeah, for him. Yeah, so he's actually, like I mentioned, he's in the same boat. So God, Hiya, we're getting this might be a harder one than we thought. Next, in terms of detailing. Yeah. This is a tough one because, like I mentioned in the review for the Hiya, you can see here with the NECA, the detailing, while there is very rounded, but you can see, just like we mentioned with the Hiya review, the NECA here, while the detailing is there, it's very rounded, but there's not a lot of like hard edges to a lot of these detailing. It's there, but
it's basic.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward for what you're getting, and then you also have this like bark blue, but well.
The key word there, Steve, it's NECA.
But again, at the price point, wasn't bad. The Hiya kind of has some of the same thing going on, but in certain sections, it's still way more predominantly detailed, which definitely gives that a lot more of a selling point. But then you grab the Monsterarts, which has hard edges all the time. Like, you cannot find a soft edge for the life of me. The only thing really going on with the Monsterarts here is, one, you have the Atomic Blast coloring here, which isn't as nice as I would have liked it to have been originally. Well, it's fine. It doesn't scream glowing effect to me. While with this guy, I feel like proportions-wise, he just looks more like he did in the movie, especially with the head region here.
Better detail.
Well, better sizing, I should say. I wouldn't say detailing, because I still would give this one the detailing.
Look at their heads.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, even the heads, like, this one's got harder edges on it. It's a lot more detailed. Well, this one's got it's got enough detailing to make it still stand out a lot. But the way the head is sized, I think, is better than this one, because this almost looks more like serpent-like. Well, this is more
Godzilla
accurate to the movie. So it's hard, right? Because it's like, detail, I would say this, proportion and size, I guess that's where we could just say. Detailing, he wins. Size, the Hiya, because again, just proportions seem right. And it's just a bigger, heftier figure.
You can hurt somebody with it.
In comparison to the Monsterarts. And then, yeah, it's still even heavier than the NECA. For articulation, this is the weird one.
I don't know. Hiya can do a backwards Gigan, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you ain't getting that with this guy over here. But then again, let's see. The tail I got to bend about there. You're not even in contention here, so we're just gonna move you there. Hiya.
That's about the same.
Yeah, pretty close. It's a little cleaner on the Monsterarts, but it's pretty darn close. The head. Oh, alright. Godzilla's head can look up more. Granted, you got
I think Monsterarts wins this.
You got to work on it, but the Monsterarts can get higher up.
Monsterarts doesn't have the weird gap on his neck.
Well, if you want to complain about it, we can make that thing happen. But it's kind of the same thing. You got to fix it. But I think that, like I mentioned, the issue here is it has this point here while the Monsterarts is smooth. But then again, because of that, it looks more snake-like to me. More so than kind of like giant reptile bear. Oop.
You didn't have to knock them over like
sorry.
that.
And then technically with the arms, they're a little bit more posable. Yeah, the legs are pretty much in the same boat. So, articulation would still give it to the Monsterarts, but it's not... It's close. It's a lot closer than you would think, and I think people are going to be screaming in the comment section about this already. Like, what do you mean it's so close? It's not perfect. What else do we got? Paint job?
Yeah.
I actually would give that to the Hiya.
I don't know if you can do the paint job because they're all different technically-ish.
Well, if we could pretend this is base version, and base version is just one solid color for the most part. This guy, while it has more paint on it, like I mentioned, I think they could have done better with the spines.
They cheaped out on that.
And the inside of the mouth, again, could have been a little bit better. Well, this guy has like that nice two-tone for the tails. You can see it on the legs, back of the legs.
Whose arm is this under
You can see the stomach. Oh, this. It likes to pop off.
Oh.
There's an Ultimate Godzilla hanging out because we're about to do work on our list videos.
Oh, there's just an arm chilling down there.
So, paint job, I'd give it to the Hiya, and I think a lot of it too is just the way the eye paint job is, kind of sells me really well on him.
Wait, you don't like the blue dot?
No.
But Steve,
I think it's fine, but like I mentioned, it could be better, and I think the Hiya kind of hit that nail on the head pretty well. durability-wise,
I think NECA. If I dropped a NECA, I would not be scared.
no, yeah, I was saying the neck is a pretty solid figure, to be fair. This guy, the head's probably going to be the scariest thing.
You know, we got
in terms of breakage, while with this guy, because the spines are really hard, you could damage these pretty easily, and then there's just more joints on this to cause more problems.
Hey, you know, since Hiya is a new company, we need to open up my garage and check out the durability of it, Steve.
You know, if I could get an extra one, oh, maybe we could do it with the con. I think I still pre-ordered the con.
Yeah. That poor monkey. He gets abused the most.
I know. I feel bad. I really do. All right, so I know we're going to get a lot of hate here, but to me, we're currently at 2, 2, and 3.
Yeah, Monsterart wins technically. I mean,
the art Monsterarts is still probably the better detailed, better sculpt, or like better
price.
Just sculpt in general. Not price, but it's easier to get a hold of. And it's more articulated. Well, it's marginal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the Hiya Toys is bad, because Hiya Toys is still the better sized figure, and especially proportioned.
It's better than NECA. How about that?
Oh, for sure. And I like the paint on it a lot in comparison to the other ones. The NECA, sadly, is kind of just an outdated figure. So outside of just being cheaper than these ones to get a hold of, that's more or less what you got, because kind of the durability thing, while we bring it up, isn't generally speaking what most people are looking for a figure, at least with these guys. So NECA's kind of out of contention. Here, like I mentioned, it's close, but I would still give it to the Monsterarts as just being a little bit better, but not...
Yeah, sadly.
But not insanely better. Like overall, which one I generally would say personally should pick up between the two? If you could have got this guy for $50, get this one for $50. Problem is as of this recording, he's more expensive than this, harder to get.
So you go with SH.
Yeah, and it's like I would say the benefits of this is marginal. It's marginal, and then like, especially right now, like there's just more figures available for this guy. And you can even go, like, if you don't want to spend money, you can go the bootleg route, even though I don't really condone it. But there's quite a bit of bootlegs you get a hold of for this movie.
Yeah.
These guys. So, yeah, I just personally, we're going to go with this. But let us know in the comment section below which one you guys think is the best collectible. Because the only thing I would say is this guy's already like doubled in price, and he just came out, which might make him actually the better collectible. But
the question is, do you jump on a bandwagon, or do you wait to see if they release a second run of it?
Yeah, they do more waves or just more variations and knock the price down a bit.
Yeah.
I could see it happening, especially if Hiya Toys likes making money. But like I mentioned, as of this time, kind of got to go with what we did. Anyways, help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. Also got Instagram, Patreon, pictures, Facebook. Guys, like keep up the day with the channel. Donate, we greatly appreciate it. Like we mentioned, we got a link in the description for our Discord attached to the Patreon. Just follow the Patreon link if you want to talk to like-minded individuals, and also ourselves. We're on it pretty frequently. And if you guys like to get some Godzilla collectibles for yourself, like the SH Monsterarts one, a link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and helps buy yourself some figures. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.